Paul Kiska continues our team coverage on what the stadium name change means for the city. Paul, how does all of this fit in with the Browns lease agreement?
Well, Lee, Cleveland taxpayers and taxpayers throughout Cuyahoga County are still paying for that $300 million stadium. Meanwhile, the Cleveland Browns pay the city of Cleveland just $250,000 a year to lease the stadium from the city. So a lot of people have been saying this 97-page lease signed 17 years ago, it's time that it's reworked to be more fair to the city of Cleveland.
As long as they win, it doesn't matter what they call it.
Desperate to get the Browns back, the city leaders here in 1996 signed a lopsided lease with the Browns. Now the city is trying to refinance $132 million it still owes on that $300 million stadium. The city pays for the repairs and gets no money from naming rights, as spelled out in this 97-page lease signed 17 years ago. Voters then approved a sin tax on alcohol and cigarettes to build and repair Browns Stadium. If voters don't renew that tax in 2 years, the city, not the Browns, is on the hook for $13 million a year.
And if we don't get the sin tax extended, it's going to come out right out of the general operating fund of the city of Cleveland. And what is that? That's police, fire, EMS, street repair, parks and playgrounds. That's where that money will come from.
Cleveland City Councilman Mike Polensek voted against this stadium lease in 1996. He hopes the Browns' new owner, Jimmy Haslam, possibly with money from naming rights, opens a door for talks about how to help Cleveland's overwhelming obligation to pay for Brown Stadium.
The NFL cut a tremendous deal on behalf of the Cleveland Browns at the time.
I think really they should focus on the team, right? Building a winning team, bringing the audience back.
While fans focus on winning, it's not lost on Polensek that a stadium which gets its power supply from Cleveland Public Power is named after another power company.
It is ironic that they're going to have a name on our building where we supply the electricity. Only in Cleveland. Only in Cleveland would that happen.
And again, that's Mike Polensek, the longest-serving member of Cleveland City Council. So will some of this money from the naming rights be used to put a so-called dome or roof on Brown Stadium to bring more events to the city of Cleveland? Remains to be seen. People at the news conference today said they would not discuss the terms and conditions of the naming rights.